Alright guys, thank you for joining me again. So this is latest 247. Thank you for stopping by and for checking out this video. So in this video I want to talk about what is actually trending, which is the fact that the president of Nigeria, President Muhammad Buhari, has just embarked on a medical tourism. I mean, this is something that has happened over the years. I mean, since the president came into power, it has been known that he traveled frequently for his medical issues, and he has continued to do this now for some time. In fact, there was a time that it was checked that within 2 years he traveled about a period of over one year, 33 days within 2 years, to different countries, and of course, a chunk of it being for medical reasons. And now this has continued to raise a lot of alarm to the fact that the State House Clinic in Abuja is actually getting a whopping amount of money in terms of allocation every year. They continue to allocate big money. I mean, the analysis that was done one time showed that in about from 2015 to 2018, over 10 billion naira was actually allocated to the State House Clinic, and yet the president is still traveling every other time to the UK, which is to London, for medical treatment. And even recently, the wife, the daughter, the son, all of them are traveling outside for medical treatment. And the one that even shook everybody the other time was the time when the wife, Aisha Buhari, said she had a neck pain. She was feeling pain in the neck, and she had to deploy, the presidential jet to travel out just because of neck pain. Now you start wondering what is actually happening. Who is deceiving who? Are we really being told the truth? Because to think that a president like the current president, which is believed to be a man of integrity, and I'm still not disputing that actually, is supposed to be a man of integrity. That was the reason why he actually went into power. He was actually voted because of that majorly. Now to think that people have been calling on the president to actually institute or to order an investigation into what is happening to the State House Clinic. Where is all the money going? The billions and billions that has been allocated to that clinic, yet nothing is happening. In fact, there was a time when the president's wife, which is the first lady, raised an alarm that that clinic is not actually up to standard. And even the daughter at the time posted on a social media handle saying, he was blasting one of these, I think one of the management heads there, saying they couldn't even produce a painkiller, they couldn't even produce paracetamol, they couldn't even produce, even with all the big budgetary allocation that is being, given to them. What is happening? Who is actually embezzling the money? Who is pocketing the money? Who is taking home that money that is supposed to be used for a clinic like that? This is just the state house. This is not even the clinics that we have all around around the state or around the country. Now, to even think, there was an analysis that was done by one of the papers that said even the money that is being allocated to that clinic, the state health clinic, is even bigger, is even much larger than what is allocated to teaching hospitals in the country. Now, teaching hospitals that is actually catering to the citizens. Thousands and thousands and millions of people go to those hospitals to get their medical needs, compared to what is going to the state house. But of course, we know that this is the first citizen, president, wife, the vice president. I mean, those are top citizens, and they will be given preferential treatment. We understand that, and we accept it. But even the hospitals that are meant for the masses are not well equipped. Now, that goes to say that for you to survive in a country like Nigeria, my brother, my sister, you need to actually have your own pay, because the medical standard here is below par. So you should be able to cater for yourself. Even the president himself, that actually is supposed to, take care of what we need in terms of medicals, is traveling outside to get medical help. Then I don't know what kind of preaching or what kind of motivation you should get to know that what you have here is below standard. Even the senators and the governors, the states is even worse for it, because clinics actually, they don't get enough equipment, they don't get enough funding, they don't get enough personnel, and that is why personal medical spaces are beginning to trend, just like the personal school, like the private schools are trending. Private hospitals are trending. Even doctors that work in government offices actually have their own personal practice. So when you even go there, they tell you, hey, why are you wasting your time here? What are you doing here actually? You said you came for a treatment and you don't know where to go, you don't know I have a clinic. They will practically tell you, you don't know I have a clinic, why are you coming here? I don't have time for you. I'll just give you, maybe just 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. And I will not even recommend what I should recommend, because I don't have the time. I have a load of work to do here. So, but when you come to my private practice, I'm going to give you the maximum time that you need, diagnose you, and then recommend, treat you. So they will practically outrightly tell you this. This is not a case of saying maybe you are trying to cover up, let them discover that you have a clinic. No, they will tell you they have a clinic and that you should be in their clinic and not be coming to the to the government hospital if you really want treatment. Else you just you just be lingering around with your illness, thinking that you are going to the government hospitals. So it has become very bad as that, and it's very, very worrisome to know that this is happening in a country like Nigeria. Now, let's go back to when Sani Abacha was the president. Sani Abacha is one of the presidents that has been criticized in history as like the corrupt president because or head of state rather, because he was a military head of state, he was a dictator or ruler, whatever you call him. People have a lot of bad names for that man. And even with all the bad names that was given to them, and of course, I'm not saying he was a good man. I'm not saying that he did right. I mean, there are a lot of things that he didn't do right. I mean, even those that are close to him said it and know it. So, but among all the things that he didn't do right, there were some things that he did right, which is the fact that he created a lot of the medical centers that we have in the country. Nigeria has a lot of medical centers in different states and different locations. That same president, that same head of state that is well criticized, that actually embezzled money. I'm not trying to defend him in any way. He embezzled money, he moved money out of the countries, corruption and everything was happening. But he actually still worked because the medical centers that a lot of people are enjoying today in Nigeria was actually built by that man. And also the wife himself actually built the main hospital in Abuja. Now, these are people that when you talk about them, anything you want to talk about them is about the negative impact that they had on the country. But they also had a good impact on the country because of that they produced. Now, a president like the current president, and of course the previous ones, I'm not just saying that the current president is not doing enough, don't get me wrong, because even the previous ones before him also we are also in the same shoe. Of course, we know that those other ones also did something. But I think the current president might actually be a little bit distracted by other things in terms of financial, in terms of security. He's been distracted, and there are other fundamental infrastructures that are not being looked into. For example, now the health sector is lacking behind. Education is lacking behind. I mean, we know that the previous president or the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, actually facilitated the creation of more universities. But what has the current president done? What has the current government done? We haven't seen much about that. And and you keep hearing that money is going out, money is going out. Okay, current, like what happened when the pandemic struck, and money was going out from the World Health Organization and other organizations dishing out pay to different countries to support them. A lot of millions were sent to Nigeria, were loaned or given to Nigeria because of the COVID-19. Until date, nobody knows what that money has been used for. Billions of dollars, billions of naira, everywhere. Nobody knows what that money has been used for. I mean, to think that Nigeria got a COVID-19 vaccine, how many millions did they get? And what is the population of Nigeria? Close to 2 million. And how many million did the government get? Is it that they don't have the money? I mean, all the money that came from the World Health Organization, the money that came, where did the money go to? No accountability. Nobody saying anything about it, and the money is just there. Now, eventually, the president is going to finish up and finish up his term and go, and that money nobody can account for it, and people are dying of COVID-19. What has that money done? In what way has that money been applied? Even without that money, what we have done now as a country in terms of COVID-19, palliatives and all of that can be done with the money that the country has. Now, organization outside has actually brought in money. Now, what was that money used for? No accountability. So there are a lot of issues of accountability bothering the current administration, and I hope that it get resolved. But I know I'm moving around the whole issues, but the main issue of the topic is that the president has traveled again to United Kingdom for medical treatment. I know for some time now some people have been saying, okay, he has stopped traveling, especially for people that continue to say that, okay, maybe this is not the real president. What happened to the other president that we used to know that travels all the time for medical tourism? Now suddenly he's no longer traveling as frequent. So now this goes to tell them that, okay, maybe this is still the same president that we used to know, but it's just that maybe he got well, or he was kind of stronger, or because of the COVID-19 he was being cautious, and so he didn't travel as much. But for him to travel within this period of COVID-19 that everyone is scared of traveling, that means the matter has to be very, very serious for him to take that risk. So, but we wish him well, we wish him good health, and we hope that he comes back. According to his media publicists, that he's going to be back in 2 weeks. So let's watch and see, and hope that everything goes well, that he comes back. No one wishes him bad, but all good, so that we can fix this country, fix Nigeria, and make Nigeria a better place. So that's what I got to say on this, and thank you for listening. Now tell me what you think about it in the comment section. Let's hear your one. So thank you, guys.